Jarome Luai has opened up about a recent health scare that forced him into hospital for 3 nights, calling it a critical reminder to take better care of himself. The 28-year-old playmaker revealed he was battling a staph infection stemming from a chest wound, an issue that ultimately ruled him out of the West Tigers game against Manly. Yet, just a day after being discharged, Luai was back in camp with the New South Wales State of Origin squad, carrying a renewed perspective. Luai didn't shy away from the reality of the situation. After a whirlwind fortnight, rushing into Blues camp, lining up for Origin 2 in Perth, then returning to Sydney for club duty, his body began to break down. It was a wake-up call he hadn't expected, but one he knew he had to heed. "I was probably a bit run down from backing up after Origin. You start to catch things a bit easier when you're worn down," Luai admitted. "At the time when I missed the Tigers game, in my head it was, I need to get right. But I found out then and there that sometimes you neglect your health and your body, you play injured or sick. Sometimes your body reminds you that your health is your wealth. That was the reminder for me." Luai's infection wasn't trivial. He described high fevers, significant swelling, and redness across his chest. What began as a simple wound turned serious fast, prompting an urgent hospital visit last Thursday. Initially, he hoped for a quick recovery, perhaps even to play the very next day. But the reality proved far more serious, with doctors admitting him for an extended stay. "I had fevers, my whole chest was red and swollen," he said. "I am feeling a lot better now. I am grateful for that. You take for granted sometimes when you're in good health, so good to be back now." What added an unexpected twist to his recovery was the rumor mill suggesting the infection was due to a boil. Luai laughed off those claims but admitted the misunderstanding did spark a few jokes among teammates. "When I saw the word boil, I was like, oh man, the boys are gonna roast me," he chuckled. "They're all giving it to me. I'll just cop that on the chin." Luai's return to the New South Wales camp was welcomed, especially with the team needing stability ahead of the series decider. The Blues have already endured a string of injury setbacks this campaign. Brian Toe is nursing a knee injury and won't train until at least Saturday, with Jacob Kiraz on standby. Mitch Moses was ruled out midway through the camp for Game 2. Keaon Kolomatangi missed the Perth trip with a fractured eye socket. Payne Haas, Nathan Cleary, and Toe have all battled lingering issues. New South Wales coach Laurie Daley acknowledged the disruption but stressed the importance of building some consistency heading into Game 3. "Whether it did or not affect our preparation, it wasn't as smooth as what you would have liked," Daley said. "That's one of the reasons why Jacob's here as 18th man. We just thought we'd take all that stuff out of the equation and just go with what we think is the best 17 or 18. Despite the health scare, Luai remains focused and upbeat. He believes he can still contribute meaningfully to NSW's preparation, especially with training not scheduled until Wednesday. His confidence in his own recovery speaks to a deeper resilience, a mindset honed through years of competitive footy, now sharpened further by a personal health lesson. The timing of Luai's illness couldn't have been worse for the Blues, who are desperately trying to hold off a Queensland team hungry to reclaim the Origin Shield. Yet in the midst of it, Luai's presence and positive energy may serve as a rallying point for the team. He's not just a dynamic 5'8", he's now a player who has stared down a genuine health scare and come out the other side with new wisdom. "I've learned now not to push my body too far. You think you can handle everything, but sometimes you can't. I'll listen to my body more now. There's no glory in playing sick if it lands you in hospital." As Origin 3 looms, Luai is not only preparing mentally and physically, he's recalibrating. His commitment to the Blues remains rock solid, but now it's backed by a clearer understanding of what it means to balance professional expectations with personal health. That experience could shape not just how he plays this week, but how he approaches the rest of his career. For Luai, the message from his body was clear. Now, he's taking that message into camp with a sense of responsibility, to himself, and to a team that needs every player at their best. The lessons learned from the hospital bed might just be the secret edge the Blues need heading into a must-win clash. If New South Wales manages to clinch the decider, it won't just be about tactics or line breaks. It'll be about resilience. And few will embody that better than the man who came back from infection and inflammation to lace up again, Jarome Luai, humbled but unbroken, ready to remind everyone what he's made of.